Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy, and I love and make content on all things beauty. So if that's the kind of thing you like, then please subscribe and hit the notification bell button also. The last few days, I've been using the Trapped palette by Gourmande Girls, and I have done 4 looks with those and compiled them, and they are following this intro. So if you want to see how we did the 4 looks, and this is number 4, then keep watching. Okay, let's try our first look with the Trapped palette. I confess, I already started it once. I didn't like the direction it was going, so I washed it off, and we're going to try again. So we're still going to use pink in the outer corner, but we're going to use a bigger blob. I just had a little blob. I was trying to like stack up several colors, and they just was not cohesive. So we're going to do a bigger blob of pink. And then I used the glitter glue, and that was not necessary. I have put moisturizer on my eyes. I was going to use the eye primer, but I forgot just now. So anyway, so we're not. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I've put moisturizer on my eye. That's good enough. I mean, I've gone 64 years, well, not 64, we'll say 13. We'll say 51 years without using eye primer. I don't know that I need to really start right now. Most of the problems when I look bad in the evening, it's not because of my eye makeup. It's because of my hair and everything else. So we've got us a big blob going on here. Then we're going to take the light green right here, and we're going to put it on the inner eye. I hadn't done pink and green in a while. This is a super pretty shade of green. This could go for the summer or the spring. I know this is a spooky season palette, but I think you can use it anytime. So we're going to start off with this green shimmer here, and we'll see if we need any of the pink, but I don't know that we need any pink. I think, what do y'all think? Do we need to go ahead and put glitter glue on there? I think this one eye here looks real shimmery. And a lot of times when I'm doing the makeup, I don't think it looks that shimmery, but when I'm like, for instance, the other day I did a look and we used the Gourmande Girls palette, and I didn't think the purple was coming off at all the way I was looking at it, and I was saying, oh, this isn't any good. This is not showing up. But whenever I was editing, I could see, oh, it had shown up. I'm going to see about putting some pink in the corner here, some pink shimmer. I don't know how necessary that is or if it's even going to show up, but I would like a little bit of shimmer there too, and don't know that I want to spread the green over it. I did, put on my hand the colors to see how they would look, and on the hand they looked okay, but like actually getting it on the eye and doing all that, having that much real estate was a different story. So let's see if we can just smooth this out a little bit. And take the pink again. I did watch the looks of some of the people, but that was weeks ago. I can't remember what they did. And we've got the green shade. Let's go with dark green. Okay, there. Then we're going to go with the dark green, just to see. That looks a little bit more like black, which is fine. It's dark green though. Of course, I've got this other under it that I didn't really get off good. And it could just be the lighting here. I've got 3 ring lights on, so I should have plenty of light. I do have a window behind me, but it's dark right now. I'm making a little V corner. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of powder here with a brush and put it on the brow. A little more of this dark green. But it is dark green, but on me it's not looking green. But when I get on the other mirror, it may be more green. Add this shade of green on top after we get our foundation on. Let's go ahead and put some sunscreen on. Now we're going to put some powder on. Okay, so today we're going to do lashes now. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of this dark green underneath our eyes. Not the darkest green that we use. To me, it looks brown or black, but when I get in different light, it might look different. But this shade of green, we're going to kind of put a little bit of that under the eye too. So like just kind of dust it out a little bit. We've got a little bit of pink still down there. The inner corner, we're going to use this yellow. Some blush. So I decided last month's ice cream, I think this was ice cream box, we got a blush quad. So I kind of thought I wanted to use that today for whatever reason. I just did. We can either use the bronzer or, remember the other day we used that Cindy Beauty brush and I hadn't used any blush in such a long time. I thought, oh, that looked dark. We're going to start off with this lightish shade here and see how we like that. It's kind of a peach color. It's not necessarily going to match what we got. We're just dipping our toes into it. So we just don't look quite so clownish. Now then, let's go ahead and take a couple of little drops of this pink here. Just a couple of drops and mix it in on top, and then we'll try to blend that in too. I just did not look like the really bright pink cheeks before. I know I used to not think there was a problem with it, but I've been wearing bronzer so long it just looked too pink. That in. Now I'm going to go take my hair down and I'll be right back. We're going to finish this up. First off, we're just going to make one last pass through with nothing on brushes, just kind of smooth, blend things out if we need to. One last little pass. And then we're going to do some highlighter. For the highlighter, I want to stick with the palette. We got some pretty pink here that I think would be a good highlighter. Wonder what shade this is. Ooh, that would be pretty over that. That'd be pretty with the browns and stuff. But we're going to use this pink. highlighter. We're going to put it over our eyes. It's just a little bit of sparkle. And on our cheeks. We definitely have highlighter palettes, but I kind of want to use this. I kind of like to stick all with one palette if I can. I know on the blush we have to go out, but and this blush, this will go good. This is the Nomad palettes from their new collection, Witch City Salem. Okay, now this will be all loosened up within less than an hour. So, okay, so let's look in this mirror. So this is our first look with the Trap palette. Isn't it beautiful? So, anyway, thank you for watching and stay tuned and we'll have another look. I have not decided if we're going to do 2 or 3, but we'll see. There'll definitely be another look, so keep watching. So on for look 2 of the Trapped palette. Today I want to use some lavender and green. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with this shade of green. Let's put the Vaporling up. Put the blob, because I like the kind of cat eye look, especially, you know, I don't know if it's just the older thing, you know, you get the hooded eyes. I never did think I had hooded eyes, but I may a little bit now. Anyway, I'll have to talk to my doctor, see if he can do that. Fix that with awake surgery. I don't want to go to sleep for it. If I do a sleep surgery, I'll have to just wait and do a whole bunch of stuff at once. So then I'm going to take the same brush, wipe it off, and I'm going to do this lighter shade of green next to it. Believe it or not, I did feel a little bit, you know, sometimes the makeup looks I put together, I think, oh man, and I go ahead and wear them to work. I actually did get a compliment on yesterday's look, or look number 1. So I'm not doing these just for a show. I actually wear them all day to work. So then next, we're going to put beside this, we've got the super light purple and we've got the darker purple, and I like them both, but I'm thinking that we need to go with light because this is a light green, so I'm thinking we need to go with light. So let's try to do that. But even though I don't do all the primers and stuff because I forget, well, for a long time, this still stays on pretty good. Good enough for me. Now, I might use the glue. I do have the glue. I'm more prone to put that on than anything because I just forget all the primers. Right here. And I certainly hope that I showed you what color we was using for the lavender a second ago, because I use those when I do my titles later, because I have to go figure out what we did, and then I can put a title at the side of the, I guess it's on this side here, on the side of the screen of what we used. So I'm taking this dark green, and I do have to cut a lot of the videos out because they're typically about 30 minutes and I have to cut them down to about 10 minutes. So if anything's goofy, that's why. Purple under the inner eye. Let's go ahead this darker purple because I was wanting to use it and we haven't. Let's go ahead and put it on the inner eye. On the bottom. Go ahead and just use a little bit of glue. Just help them out. Because I don't know, since I didn't use any primer and my eyes were not very sticky or anything. And this is the Gourmande Girls glue. I ordered this whenever I ordered my palettes. The lavender glitter right here for the inner top eye. Maybe I'll take a brush and do some also because my finger's kind of big. And then for the outer eye, we're going to take the green. But first, we're going to find a clean brush. And we're going to do the lavender. And then a clean brush for the green. I'm just getting where I love these shimmers. Just like some people like a plain matte look. And to each his own. Now we're going to work on the green. We've got a green shimmer right there for the outer edge. And hopefully I got enough glue. That's a pretty color on top of the green. So now then, I'm just going to take one of these brushes that we were using. Smooth that out. Should we? Maybe we're going to take this. We're going to start off with this one and brighten this up a little bit. And maybe just a little bit of that shade too. A couple of little tops. So it's not so light. Our tinted sunscreen. Now I'll put some powder on. Okay, now we're going to do some lashes. Okay, let's do this dark green. Brighten up the under eye. And the other one. Now let's do the inner eye. Let's do the pink again. This pink. Let's start with the bronzer color today. See how we like that. It's a little bronzy, isn't it? Let's tone this down with a little powder. Maybe we should have stuck with the peach. For highlighter, let's do our pink highlighter again. Let's do this pink highlighter for our cheeks and for over our eyes. It's sort of a shimmer, but we're just picking it up with this little fluffy light brush. So we're not getting it all over. And then let's put that over our brow bone too. Okay, so I guess this is the final look. Took my rollers out. Anyway, so this is look 2, the finished look. Stay tuned again, and we're going to do another look. We might do 2 more looks. We'll just have to depend. Anyway, we will see you next time. Stay tuned for look 3. So for our third look, using the Trapped palette, I decided on something completely different. As much as I would love to use some more of these colors, we're gonna do something with this bronzy color. So I'm gonna start off with this darkest color over here. It's kind of a brown, but it's got a little bit of maroon in it also. So you could probably pair that up with the pink. You know, if we wanted to do another pink look, but I might do another video, maybe like a 4 palettes video, and do something more with the pink. But this video would end up being way too long. So I'm thinking about a halo eye. So I kind of started this off with a blob just out of habit, but that's okay. Halos have a blob at one side. Now let's do something on the inside too. I'm going to take a different brush, but I'm going to use the same color. And then we're going to put that bronzy color in the center. Now I did put that first aid primer all over my face, including my lids. So hopefully we can get by without any glitter glue. And I'm going to kind of take the brush and spread it over to the top with not any extra on it. Now let's take this color, this kind of a bronzy color in the middle, and I'm going to have the names on it, and let's go ahead and pat that in. I kind of wanted a little bit more elegant look today. Just because, now we could have used pink or one of these others too, but I just wanted to use this bronze here. It seems to be staying on pretty good. Now yesterday's look where we did, what was it? Lavender and green. It seemed like during the day, and it could just be my eyes, the way I was seeing it. Now I'm just going to take a plain brush that I haven't put anything on yet today and try to blend that all in. It seemed like the green kind of wanted to overtake the look. You know, when we put that lavender shimmer up front, it must have just been the shift in it. Now then, on our brow, since we don't have any brown, I would like just a plain powder. So this is some pure powder with sunscreen, just any old powder will do. So now next week, I'm having my brows done. And so I don't know what kind of, I might do a 4 looks with 4 palettes, and let's do something neutral and light. Or I might just take it the week off. I don't know. We'll have to see how my eyes feel. But we will definitely not be taking makeup all the way to the top. Now under the eye, we can use this black. Why don't we start off with a little bit of the black, just a little bit, and if we don't like it, we can put that dark brown with it too. So I'm going to take the black here. Just a little bit. Is that black? No. Yeah, that was black. Started looking green from here. And I'm going to go ahead and darken up this one corner while I'm messing around with the black. This is what I use. Next thing, let's put our setting powder. Okay, so now we're going to put onto my eyelashes. Okay, I'm back. Let's do the inner corner. See this color here? This got 2 colors to it. It's got kind of a red and it's got a white. We're going to stick with the white side and see if we can just get that in the inner corner. So here, let's see if we can do this. Just some silver. It's kind of a dark red. You can mix it if you want. You can leave it separate if you want. I'm going to try my best to leave it separate. So we stuck just with the silver with that. I'm going to take my brush that I just had plain powder on. See if we can smooth that out. But I think I would like a little bit of the red in there. But, so we're going to find us a wispy brush. A little on the fluffy side. And we're going to put a little bit more of this dark brownish red. Just a little bit. And see if we can kind of get a little bit of red in there. What's the term they use? Smoke that out. I don't know if it's really smoking it out because it's pretty dark. I don't know if this is really making a dent in it either. That one side got a little bit in there. This dark color we've got going on here. Okay, this is our final look. Look 3. I'm thinking about doing a 4th look. So this is look 3. I think I'm going to do a 4th look and compile the video tomorrow. So look out for look 4. Bye-bye. So final look update. I was recording my weekly new releases video, and I decided that I just hated that silver in the inner corner. I just thought it did not match. It just completely clashed. Didn't go with anything. So I ended up taking some micellar water and a Q-tip and trying to get it out because it just would not wipe off. That stuff was on there good. And then I just sort of tried to clean everything, smooth everything back out, and I just ended up putting a little bit of this dark red back on there to clean it up. You know, part of me wanted to just not say nothing, but I didn't want to leave that video the way it was, looking so bad, and y'all thinking, man, she's crazy if she thinks that looks good, because no, I didn't think it looked good. But a lot of times, you know, you're just sort of doing stuff on the fly and you think, oh, this will look good. And sometimes it doesn't matter. But that silver with the bronze, as far as I'm concerned, did not go. Anyway, so stay tuned for look number 4. So on for our 4th look with the Trap palette. Today, you can tell by what I'm wearing probably, we're going to stick with the purple and the lavender. So let's get going. I'm going to start off with this medium shade of purple here, which we don't really have a dark shade. Start off with the blob in the corner, and we can bend it back. And I'm going to take this probably about halfway or close to halfway. Then I'm going to wipe off my brush, and I'm going to go with the lighter shade of purple. Next to it. And I'm also going to take that to the top also. Now, I do have some primer all over my face, and I've rubbed it on my eyes too, so that should be sufficient. I'm going to put this over my lid, and hope I'm going to take this shade of lavender here, and I'm going to put on my lids. And it might have would have done just fine without the glitter glue. But I had it, so I may as well use it. Unless I didn't use enough. I did not use a whole lot. It did not seem really wet or anything going on. Looks like I've got a little bit of glitter underneath, but that's okay. Kind of blend all that in. Let's do this shade of black here and line underneath the eye. And maybe bring it over and darken up that little corner. We've used almost all these colors, I believe, in these 4 looks. You know, you could do an all pink look. You could do an all green look, too. Look up. So I used my sunscreen, tinted sunscreen. Add my powder. We're going to put on our lashes. Okay, we got our lashes on. Let us try to just brighten up anything that needs to be brightened up. I don't have anything extra on this brush. On the under eye, I would like to add a little bit of the purple with the black. So we're going to go back into this shade underneath the eye. Make it a little less black. Smooth all that out. Fix the angle if it needs to be fixed. Now then, for the inner corner, should we try? Pink is always good. It goes with everything. Let's do pink instead. Yeah, that looks better. We're not taking any chances. Now, let's use this quad that we got here. It's a little bit cooler, but just a little bit. Let's wipe off our brush. Just a little bit. Because we don't want to go too dark. I thought, let's try it on our lips because we're going to use the purple lipstick from Nomad. Anyway, so let's do some highlighter. Let's just stick with the pink highlighter in here. We're just going to use our little highlighter brush. Put some over our eyes. Just a little bit of sparkle. And some on the nose. And that is it. This is look number 4. I would love to do more looks, but that would make the video way too long. And so we're going to call it just at 4. But you could do something, what we did with this lavender, you could do something similar with the green, because we've got dark green and light green and with a green shimmer. As far as the pink, we don't have a light pink. So you could still use the pink, but instead of, you know, you just wouldn't have the medium color. So I don't know about pink. What else could you do? Anyway, I love this look. Purple and stuff is just right up my alley. And I hope you like it too. Please, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Tell me which look you like the best. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.